Anyways, this is question 7, cubic function. We are given a cubic function with turning points of A and B, right? So this is an interesting question, by the way. Really interesting. I like it. So we are given the following properties to be able to answer question 7.1. So these properties are as follows. When f prime of x is greater than 0, for x is less than 1 and x is greater than 1. What does that mean? It means we all know what f prime is, right? F prime of x is a gradient. So when the gradient is greater than 0, when something is greater than 0, it's positive, right? Meaning it's increasing. So when the gradient is greater than 0, it is positive. It's increasing in the function. What are the values of x when that happens? They've just given us that. X is less than -1 and x is greater. So the function increases at 2 points, right? So it tells us that it's an increase, decrease, increase function, right? Because if it was a decrease, increase, decrease, then it was supposed to be f prime must be less than 0, because here it's decreasing, so it's less than 0. Also here at 2 points. But that's not the case for this question. The graph is increasing at 2 points. At here, when x it's less than -1, the graph is increasing. F prime is increasing. And also here, when x is greater than 2, f prime is increasing. So it's an increase, decrease, increase function. So now we know the shape of this function that we are about to draw, right? And then the second property says the following. So now we know this property, so let's check this other one. F prime of x is less than 0 at this point interval. When x lies between -1 and 2, which is between this, let me use a different color, which is between this point here and here, the graph is decreasing, right? So f prime of x it's less than 0, which is indeed decreasing, right? So basically we are done with that property, it's decreasing. Now here we are told that when the x value is 2, the y value is greater than 2. So what it means is the following. So now we're drawing, right? Now we're drawing 7.1. Just gonna do it here. So let's first start with the last condition or property, this one here, right? It says when x is 2, so x is 2 here, let's say x is 2 here, x equals to 2, is greater than the y value of 2. So the y value would be somewhere here, y equals to 2, right? So this means the function, when x is 2, the y value is greater than 2. That's just what it means. So when you draw your turning points, remember your turning points, it has 2 and q, right? 2 and q here, meaning it can be somewhere here above y is equals to 2. Remember that. It's just above, it's somewhere here, it's an estimation. And then we are also told about this turning point of -1, right? Which can be somewhere here. Remember, this is an increase, decrease, increase function, so it should be above, it should be somewhere here, right? And then when you draw your function, it should look something like this, right? Something like this. I know it's not good looking. So it should be something like this, going down like this and going up like that. So what's mostly important for this specific question is to indicate your turning points of -1 and p, and here your 2 and q. You get all your marks. This is a graph of f. All your marks for this. As the instruction said, we only need these 2 points, right? So that's how you should write down your shape or your sketch of the graph of f. Anyways, let's now go to 7.2, which is also interesting, by the way. It's really interesting because you need to find the value of B and C with what's given, right? So to find B and C, you'll do the following. Find the value of B and C given this. So we are given f of x is equals to x cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d, right? So to find B and C, remember in the previous question, you can't solve this without the previous question. The previous question we were given that A is equals to this and B is equals to this. So you're going to need that. Those two values are important. Are your turning points, right? To find the turning point of a cubic function, we derive and equate to 0. So we derive this equals to 3x squared plus 2bx plus c. So you have derived. And then we equate this to 0. So it's going to be 0 is equals to 3x squared plus 2bx plus c, right? And the first turning point is what? First turning point, x is equals to minus 1. So when x is equals to minus 1, what do we have? We have 0 is equals to 3 into minus 1 squared plus 2b into minus 1 plus c. So 0 is equals to 3 minus 2b plus c is my equation 1. And then when x is equals to 2, let me just use a different color. When x is equals to 2, now we have 0 is equals to, so you're just going to substitute in this equation, 3 into 2 squared plus 2b into 2 plus c. 0 is equals to 3 into 4 plus 4b plus c. 0 is equals to 12 plus 4b plus c. Equation 2, right? So my equation 1 is 0 is equals to 3 minus 2b plus c. Equation 1. Equation 2 is 0 is equals to 12 plus 4b plus c, right? So now let's solve using simultaneous equation. So to do this, you are going to do the following. Let's create equation 3 to make things simpler for ourselves. So let me just use the first equation, right? So I'm just going to say, I'm just going to transpose these to the other side. I have c being equals to minus 3 plus 2b. So this is my equation 3. I'm going to substitute equation 3 into equation 2. So where I see c, I'm just going to put this, right? So it's 0 is equals to 12 plus 4b plus my c is what's minus 3 plus 2b. So 0 is equals to 12 plus 4b minus 3 plus 2b. And then 0 is equals to 12 minus 3 is going to give you 9. And then 4b plus 2b is plus 6b. Transpose the 9 to the other side. You have 6b is equals to minus 9. Divide by 6 both sides. B is equals to minus 9 over 6, which is equals to 3 goes 3 times here and goes 2 times here. So it's minus 3 over 2. So B is equals to minus 3 over 2. Let's find A. Remember, oh, not A, C. C, we equated it to be this. So C is equals to minus 3 plus 2B, of which my B is minus 3 over 2. So it's C is equals to minus 3 plus 2 into minus 3 over 2. So this 2 cancel out this, so it's c is equals to minus 3, c is equals to minus 6, right? So we are done finding B and C for this question here, right? So now let's do this last question. Let's do this last question of this past paper, but I'm just going to do it in another video anyways. Just to avoid a lengthy video. Please check it out. If you haven't subscribed, please do. Check it out in the description. You'll find that video. Thank you.